being there in the special lecture and the seminar. So we already have our guest with us, and let us begin the program. So I would request our HOD sir, Dr. Devashish Datto, to come and make the dais to sit and form the dais of the program today. Now I would request Dr. Subhash Devnath to give the welcome address to our students and also to our guests.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Today we gathered here for a special occasion, an event that is out of the box. Out of the box implies means that we are restricted to our syllabus, but now it's out of the syllabus, right? So I hope that you will enjoy and learn a lot of things from our guest. And I took the privilege to welcome you all on this special lecture cum workshop based on entrepreneurship and its skill, right? First of all, I would like to offer our sincere gratitude to sir for the acceptance of our invitation, and at the same time I welcome you sir on behalf of the history department to this special event. At the same time, I welcome you all on this special lecture cum workshop, and be present, vice versa, present in the mind, right? Not in the physical, mind as well as physical, and learn, vice versa, interact with our special speaker, right? So on behalf of the history department, once again I welcome everyone on this special lecture, and thank you everyone for your presence today, because last time most of you were not present. So therefore I, especially on behalf of the history department, one special regard and thanks to everyone for your presence here, right? Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Sir Subhash. Now I will take the privilege to introduce our speaker to all of you. So I think all of you know Sir. He is from BBA department. If you have, I don't know if you have encountered with Sir till or not, but today you are going to be privileged to have a lecture of him. And we are also having a workshop. After the finishing of this lecture, we were going to visit some of the nearby markets of our college. This will be a part of the workshop. So let me introduce our speaker to you. Sir Shubhajit Paul is presently working as an assistant professor in the Holy Cross College, as we know. He is also pursuing his PhD from Department of Management, Humanities and Social Sciences, National Institute of Technology, Agartala. He has completed his MBA in Marketing and HR specialization from Tripura University. Prior to his post-graduation, he has completed his BTech in Civil Engineering from Godavari Institute of Engineering and Technology, affiliated to Jawaharlal University, Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh. He is also an internal member of Board of Undergraduate Studies, which is also known as BUGS, and it is from Tripura University. He has published several papers in Scopus, ABDC, UGC listed journals, and has also reviewed paper for Scopus and ABDC listed journals. He has presented number of papers in various international and national conferences and seminars. He delivered numerous lectures in various renowned organizations as key resource person. His area of interest includes marketing, semiotics, consumer behavior, brand management, retail management, and advertising and sales promotion. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. The stage is all yours. Please give a round of
Am I audible from the last? I hope mic is not required, no? This side, last. Can you hear my voice? So good morning everyone, and once again thanking History Department for inviting me for taking this session. Devashi sir, Shushmita madam, Subhash sir, Smita madam, everyone, thank you so much for inviting me here to take this particular session on basics of entrepreneurship and the skills required for being a successful entrepreneur. Okay. Now, before starting this particular session, just some basic questions I'll ask about what is entrepreneurship. Anyone? See, nowadays the government of India, even government of Tripura, has taken several steps for promoting various schemes. Every one of you know Startup India, Stand Up India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, for our state Atmanirbhar Tripura. Okay, various schemes are there. So directly or indirectly, they are highlighting and promoting this entrepreneurship only. And for addressing this one, various financial institutions are there. When I am saying about financial institutions, it's about banks, it's about various other institutions who are sponsoring as well as funding for various types of entrepreneurship programs, or even as a sole entrepreneur. Okay. Now, anyone present here, can you say what is entrepreneurship? In the next slide, we will see the definition, but just a basic thing. If the answer is wrong, no issue. No one will do anything. Okay. Please feel free to answer.
Sir, only business came in my mind. Business.
Business. After that,
Entrepreneurship. To talk about entrepreneurship, sir, the only thing came in my mind is business.
Okay. Okay, very good. Next. One difference is there, we'll see. What is the difference between an entrepreneur and a business? That is also there in the slide. Any more answers?
Promotion of products and introducing products to some companies.
Promotion of products to companies.
Yeah.
That is a part of marketing activity. Okay. Very good. It's basically a process. Okay. Entrepreneurship is a process. So, sir, next slide. In the first line, you can see the definition of entrepreneurship. It refers to the process of identifying, creating, and pursuing the opportunities to develop new business or innovative ideas. Now, in 21st century, okay, the generation is basically known as millennials. Okay, in management we have divided various segments to address the people starting from 1940 till 2023. So we have Gen X, we have Gen Y, but the persons who are belonging in this 21st century, we call them as millennials. In some of the places you will find it Gen Z also. Okay, that is Generation Z. Now, standing in 21st century, standing in 2023, even many of you people are also having various blog sites, maybe through some websites, maybe through Facebook, Instagram, or many other social medias or social networking platforms. Even maybe YouTube channels you people are having. That means what? You people are having the capability of identifying the things that is not being addressed. Okay. Whenever you are going into any sorts of thing, any sorts of video, whenever you are making, that means what? There is something into it. Because without the content, you will not get the persons to view that particular thing. So first of all, the identifying, creating and pursuing the opportunities to develop businesses or innovative solutions. Some innovation should be there. So clubbing all these things together, we can say that this entrepreneurship, it's a process. Clubbing all these things, that is starting from identifying, process of identifying, creating and pursuing the opportunities to develop new business or innovative solutions. That is mainly what is your entrepreneurship. That is the process, right? Now, who will do this particular thing? Some individuals or group of individuals need to do it. Okay. So that particular individual or maybe a group of individual is termed as your entrepreneur. So what it is said here, an individual who takes on the role of organizing and managing a venture, assuming the associated risk in order to achieve desired goals and outcomes. In economics, we have one thing, supply and demand. The demand from the persons, that is the customers, and the supply on behalf of the organization. Now, whenever you are going to address certain new innovative things, if you don't address any particular thing that is not being accepted by the people to whom you are addressing, then automatically your particular agenda or maybe the aim will not be fulfilled. For example, Horlicks, every one of you know about it, right? Now, why various varieties are there in Horlicks? Can anyone say? Like women's Horlicks, junior Horlicks, in general one Horlicks is there. I don't know how many varieties are there. So why these varieties are made?
Because they are trying to actually cater the different segments of the population as per the need.
Yeah,
The different
definitely.
parts.
Yes.
That is, individually they are trying to segment or segregate the audiences in terms of maybe gender, in terms of age, in terms of many other things. So same thing, that means what? You are trying to accept the things that your target audience is in demand of, right? Based on that, your organization is giving the supply. Similarly, in entrepreneurship also, whenever you will be becoming an entrepreneur, you will be trying to address the society as a whole or maybe a group of people in that particular society. Now, whenever you are addressing them, definitely the thing should be in favor of them only. If you move with some other agendas, it will not work out, right? So this is only here it is saying that an entrepreneur is an individual who takes on the role of organizing and managing a venture, assuming the associated risks in order to achieve desired goals and outcome. If you don't take the risk, you cannot gain. Definitely whenever you will take the risk, it might happen that you have invested, just for example, 100 rupees. In return, you have got maybe 50 rupees. It may also happen. But in the days to come, if you have the content, if you have the things that you are in need, then automatically you can address the group of people in the days to come. Okay, maybe after certain period of time, you will be achieving the success, the profit. One more I am telling, it's not there in the slide, break-even point. That particular point is nothing but the point in which an organization is not having any loss, is not having any gain. That particular point is your break-even point. For some organization, it may take several months. For some organization, it may take maybe few days. It depends on the scenario, it depends on various situations. So, next slide. Now, various activities that is involved in entrepreneurship. Starting with, just I have said several things related to idea generation. Like if you want to open any channel, YouTube channel or any blogging if you want to do, first of all you need to develop certain idea. Idea may be in terms of any segment of the society. Idea may be if you are targeting any group of people, maybe from 20 years to 30 years of people, or maybe from 30 to 60 years, or maybe for the children's. Okay, you will be finding that those videos are customized in various ways. The videos which you will be finding for the children's, that will definitely not be same for the video that you are making for the 30 years of age of people. That will definitely differ. But whenever you are making something content, always remember that uniqueness should be there. The USP should be there in your particular thing that you are going to do as an entrepreneur, as an individual. Clear? Next is opportunity evaluation. Under this one, I will say 6 factors which every organization, if they follow it, definitely they can achieve the agendas which they are going to deal with. 6 factors are very easy to remember. That particular factors are, if you make it short, it is PESTLE, P-E-S-T-L-E. PESTLE means 6 factors means the first one is the political factors, P. E for economical factors, S for social factors, T for technological factors, L for legal factors, and final E for your environmental factors. These 6 factors, if all the organizations address, and you as an entrepreneur, as a budding entrepreneur, if you address all those things along with the SWOT analysis, that is strength, weakness, opportunities and threats. In some books you will find threats, in some books you will find as challenges. Same only. SOC or SWOT, same thing. Now, if you can address all these factors and you go ahead with various types of idea that you are having and customizing the things, if you move ahead, definitely you will be getting the acceptance of your audience if these things are there. So the first point is your idea generation, second is your opportunity evaluation. In opportunity evaluation, you will be addressing those factors, just now the things that I have said. Next is business planning. Now, what planning you will do? Every one of us, we know about the budget. We know, na? In Parliament, in Vidhan Sabha, we have this budget session. What happens there? Basically, what is budget? Anyone? Please. Any wrong answers? No issue. Please say. What is budget? I don't want the exact definition. Nothing. Just what is budget? What do you understand by the term budget? Leave about the parliaments. You people also do na budget for a particular month or year. It happens, no?
It is a fixed amount
To
given.
once again you repeat to.
It is a fixed amount.
It is a fixed amount given.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir,
Next.
yeah, for example, for building a building.
Sit. No issue.
Sir, for example, we are going to buy a car for 5 lakhs.
Next. Okay. Anyway.
They are laughing but
Correct. It is basically a blueprint of utilizing your fund for a specific period of time. That is only budget. I am not telling the exact definition, just what is what. That is okay. What is budget? It is the blueprint that you are making, for which how you will be spending your money for the time given, maybe 1 month, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year. That will be projected here. It may or may not be same. It may be more also, it may be less also. But you are having certain targets, so automatically you will be trying to fulfill that particular target, or you will be making the things happen within this particular budget itself. That is only budget. Similarly, in business planning also, whenever you are submitting the plans, there are several sections from which it needs to be approved, right? And nowadays single window system is there, where all the things like fire and safety department, pollution control board, all these things are in a single window only. So just in a single click, you will be applying. After that, it will be granted. Now, in this plan that you are going to give, in that one, you will be addressing each and every factor of your business, how it is impacting your society, what are the negative sense of it, and how you are going to address that. What are the positive things that your business have? What are the positive things with which you are going to deal? All these things you will be addressing in such a manner that whenever or whoever scrutinizes the things will be giving the approval in a single go. Here. So this will happen only when you have the content in it, when you have the profitability concerns into it, whenever you can show certain type of things that is in related, or the things that is related to the government, then only the things can be given approval in a single go. Otherwise, maybe some modifications might come. Next is your resource acquisition or resource allocation. That means what are the type of resources that you are going to address. Whenever I am telling resources, we can address 3 basic factors, basic things. One is your human beings or human resources, or you can say manpowers. Definitely every organizations will be in need of it. Second is the raw material, And third is the financial things, that is in terms of monetary aspects. So all these three aspects, how you are addressing, how you have addressed, all this will be a part of your activity in terms of entrepreneurship. Next is execution and management. Now leave about this particular entrepreneurship. Just feedback. For example, you have purchased one mobile phone, or maybe you have purchased one car. Okay. When I am talking about car or maybe laptop, this comes under a division of products. It is known as your specialty products or specialty goods. Right. Now, when the individual or person purchase a car, the organization also know that for the next 10 years he will not purchase it. The customer who is purchasing, he also knows that I will not purchase car for next 10 years. Will you do it? Today you have purchased one car, next month one more car you will purchase.
No.
No, na? Until and unless it is related to your business. Will you purchase that? No. So, whenever you are purchasing it, after that also you will find that the organizations are giving you several types of messages in terms of various offers, in terms of maybe your birthday or any other events you are getting the message. Why? Why you are getting the message? Why you are getting the message? Huh? Advertising, okay? Very good. That is to have a good relation with the customers. Even though if he is not purchasing, maybe his colleagues, peer teams or friends, family members, neighbors, anyone can purchase. And whenever you will be asking to that particular individual, you will be referring your organization. You can go ahead with that organization, you can purchase the car. That term is your word of mouth. In marketing, that term is known as word of mouth. Now, here also execution and management, whenever you are executing something, the plans when you have executed, there may be certain modifications, and that you will understand after the thing is being processed for few months. Then only you can understand that what are the loopholes available. After executing the plans that you have planned maybe few months back, after executing you can able to understand that what sorts of problems is there in that particular plan. Accordingly, you will be fixing the issues and you will be addressing the same in terms of the benefit of your own venture. Clear? So these all are the activities that is related to your entrepreneurship. So next. Now, in the very starting of the session, someone said about business, right? Entrepreneurship in terms of business. There is a very crucial difference between a businessman and an entrepreneur. What is that? Here, the businessman will be looking into some profitable things where he can enter. Just a basic example I am giving. You are having one shop in your residential area, right? There is no other shops. So what will happen is that whenever you are going to purchase, not only you, all the houses, the peoples, whenever they are going to purchase anything, they need to move to that particular shop only, right? Now that individual, if he is a good, then he can keep the price in a very marginal way. But if that individual is not good, then what he will do is he will take more price from you, right? And you cannot do anything because no other alternatives are here. So here, as a businessman, you can approach in that particular area. You can open the same type of things and you will be becoming a competitor of that particular shop. That is what business is. You will be finding any location, you will be finding any particular place where you can sell your products or services, and you will be entering in that particular market. That is what business is. Now what is entrepreneur? Just the things that we have discussed in the last slide. The ideas, the uniqueness that you are having, you want to start with that, you want to develop that particular idea and you want to exist in the particular segment. That is what entrepreneur is. That is the basic difference between a businessman and an entrepreneur. One will be profit oriented, another will be idea oriented, uniqueness oriented. Okay. Here the profit will become in a very short period of time. in entrepreneur, it might be the scenario that whenever people will be accepting you, it might take certain period of time to get the acceptance. So, next. Now, when I am talking about entrepreneur, one more term is there in terms of intrapreneur. Just a single alphabet difference. There E was there, here I is there. Okay. Can you say what is intrapreneur? Don't look at the slide. Have you heard the term previously?
No.
No. Okay. It is also same as entrepreneur. The activities, the features that you have seen. In entrepreneur also the things are same. But what is the difference is, entrepreneur is an employee of any organization. Idea he will generate. He will generate different types of schemes. He will generate different types of ideas, some uniqueness. Everything he will generate. But he will be under certain institution. He will be under certain organization. That is basically what entrepreneur is. One real life example, today's one also you can say. History department, they have thought about an entrepreneurship session. It's a unique idea, right? Out of the this syllabus, out of all those things, this particular concept is coming up, or this particular workshop's name is being formulated by your department, and it is now in existence. Right? This is a unique idea. But how this particular thing has gone? Under a certain brand name, that is Holy Cross College. Clear? So this is what your entrepreneur is. Sorry, intrapreneur is. Entrepreneur is an individual who exhibits the entrepreneurial characteristics and behaviors within an existing organization or company. Unlike traditional entrepreneurs who start their own ventures, entrepreneurs operate within the framework of an established organization, leveraging its resources and support to drive innovation and create new opportunities. Okay, so entrepreneurs are the individuals who are working in any organization, who is generating various ideas, who is generating various uniqueness for the sake of the organization. Ultimately, the organization will be having a holistic development. Clear the difference between entrepreneur and intrapreneur? Okay, entrepreneur will be the idea generator. Here also he will be the idea generator. But the difference is, one will be under certain organization, another will be working solely as his own venture. So next. Key characteristics of entrepreneurs. Almost same. Almost same. Initiative and autonomy. If you don't have the work autonomy, if for every step you are being rejected, then automatically, even though you have the various ideas, you have various uniqueness within you, you cannot showcase that. Right? So the first thing is, you should have the initiative as well as the autonomy. The organization in which you are working, that should give you the proper autonomy such that the events or the things that you are going to do can be addressed properly. Second is innovation and your problem solving. Some innovation definitely, idea generation as well as the innovation should be there. These innovation, whenever you are doing, some problems will definitely arise. That should also be solved in a specific duration of time. Third is resourceful. That is, whatever resources you are having within your organization, try to utilize that particular resources in an optimum manner. Optimum manner means making maximum efficiency with maximum efficiency and
Capital?
minimum capital. Maximum efficiency will be you want to achieve with minimum capital or minimum utilization of the resources. Okay, so that is the thing, that is resourcefulness. Next comes your risk tolerance. Definitely risk. You have arranged certain program, you have arranged certain events. These events, whenever you are arranging, many natural or external factors may arise, for which the event may not run smoothly. Okay, like we had Tejas last few months back. Here also, if for example rain or some other natural calamities are there. So will you be able to move with the particular event? No, even though you have planned several things. But is it possible? No. For example, today itself, you have planned for the workshop and from morning onwards, heavy rain,
No electricity.
no electricity, okay, flood, then how you will be coming to college? That might not be possible. So you need to take the risk and you need to address the risk. You need to have certain plans as backup. Not only you will be running with the plan A, rather than that you should also have the plan B, plan C. So that if one plan fails, others will be executed. Next is collaboration and influence. So collaboration means whenever you are collaborating with some individuals or some sections or departments to cope up with them with the agendas that you have, or maybe the blueprint that you have made for your department or for some organization, that I am going to do this. For this I will be collaborating with that particular organization for the accomplishment of my work. So this is basically your collaboration and influence, right? You are collaborating with something, somebody or some organization, some departments, and you are making the things happen in practical scenarios. Result oriented. All the things that you will be making, that should be having some outcome, and that outcome should be positive, not negative. Okay, whatever you are trying to convey, that should have some positive impact in the society, positive impact in the minds of the target audience that you are going to deal with. If not, then definitely you need to think for some other alternatives, right? Adaptability. So these entrepreneurs should be adaptable and they should change with respect to the demands of their target event or target audience. Okay, two things are there. One is rigidity, one is flexibility. I hope everyone have heard about that one. Rigid means uncompromising the things in which I am into. Flexibility means whatever new invention comes or whatever new update or upgradation comes, I will try to learn that and adopt that one for the sake of the betterment of my organization or betterment of my department or section, whatever it is, right? So these are the two things. One is flexibility, one is rigidity. If anyone is having the mentality of rigidity, they cannot sustain in today's days or today's generation. Darwin has given one statement, though it is irrelevant. Okay, survival of the fittest. That means what? If you are adaptive to certain things, if you are adaptive to the things that is being generated every day, the upgradation, if you are adapting yourself in that particular scenario, then only you can sustain in the present environment. Otherwise, you will be out of the competition. Maybe up to a particular period of time, you can sustain. After that, you may not sustain, right? So, sir, next one. This one, just this diagram I have given just to make you understand the difference of entrepreneur and an entrepreneur. One is entrepreneur is the game changer, definitely by his ideas, by his different uniqueness. Entrepreneur is value creator. For whom? For the organization. This one is also based on your idea only, idea generation, uniqueness, all those things. In entrepreneur, you are having more freedom because no one is there to question you what you are doing, because you are the owner of yourself. Here, you are having less execution risk. Why? Why less execution risk? Because all the fundings you yourself are not doing it. You are doing it for the sake of the organization. Maybe you will be having certain risk, but entire risk you yourself will not be having. Organization will be bearing that one, because knowing all these possibilities only, your organization has given you the permission, right? Next is here, as an entrepreneur, you don't have any particular resource. You need to gain it. Maybe you will be purchasing, or maybe you will be taking the things in lease, or maybe you will be outsourcing the things to some third party organization. In this way, you are not having any resources of your own in the initial stage. Definitely in the days to come or years to come, you will be purchasing and all these things will be becoming your asset. But in the present scenario, you don't have that particular resources within you as an asset. in entrepreneur, you are having the company's resources. That is one of the most beneficial one. Why? Because these resources may be manpower, maybe finance, maybe your equipments and all. All these things you will be getting it from your organization itself, which you can utilize and you can have your works done. For example, today's workshop only, boardroom. For this particular one, you need not have to move to some other organizations, or maybe you need not have to take some bookings in some halls and all. You are getting it as a ready-made, right? So this is the benefit of your entrepreneur. But one thing is that the thing is, entire freedom you will not get. Maybe the freedom will be limited to some extent. Next is main challenge is market know-how and credibility. For example, all the malls, like now we have Smart Bazaar, we have Vishal, W Mart, or even KFC, Pizza Hut, whatever. Whenever they are coming in Agartala, why they have selected only the city? Why not here?
Population.
Population. Okay. Next,
Profit.
profit. That means number of footfalls are more in the cities, right? Directly or indirectly, we have more number of footfalls in the cities, and before coming into our city, they have done a drastic, in-depth study to analyze that where should be the particular location in which I will be getting my target audience. If it is here, the density is less. Density in the sense, density of population is less. So, number of footfalls will be less. As a result, you cannot expect more amount of sales in this particular place. But if it is situated in the city or maybe in a crowded place, then automatically number of footfalls will also be more, and you will be having more number of sales there. So in entrepreneur, the main challenge that is arising is you are new to the competition, you are new to the particular place. So the overall knowing of the things and getting the things into the competition will be a very tough one, which is not there for entrepreneur. So in entrepreneur, what is the major challenge? The internal organizational factors. Okay. The culture of the organization. Sir, next. Now the skills required for being a successful entrepreneur. Already we have seen what are the activities, what are the things required for becoming an entrepreneur. Now the skills that is required for being a successful entrepreneur. Out of this one, the first is vision, creativity and innovation. Can anyone say two terms are there? One is vision, another is mission. Any one of you, can you say the difference between this mission and vision? In our college also we have, in website you will be finding vision and missions are there. Okay, so leave about the college website. What is the basic difference between mission and vision?
Yes.
Tell.
Vision is thinking about something, mission is targeting something.
Thinking about something and targeting something. Next. Anyone? Just a
Vision is, sir, goal maybe, and vision is how I am going
How
to
will
achieve
you-
that goal.
Yes, yes.
Is the mission.
Yes, sir.
I guess.
Just an example I am giving. For example, you are having the puja holidays, you are having semester holidays and all, right? So nearby we are having the puja holidays, just for example. So you want to go to, for example, to Delhi or to Kolkata. That is your vision. To achieve that vision, what are the small steps that you are going to take? That are the missions. For example, how you will be going to Kolkata? There are various options available nowadays. Flight, train, bus, via this Bangladesh also, if you have the passport, you can go. So 4 alternatives you are having. So that is your vision, moving to Kolkata. To achieve that, what are the steps you have taken? to reach to Kolkata, that is basically your missions. Again, in regards to this particular achievement also, you can have some more in-depth steps. Those are your strategies, the small strategies to achieve the missions. Clear? Whenever missions are accomplished, next only you will be achieving your vision. Clear? Next is passion and motivation. So whenever you are going to deal with something, whenever you are going to deal with some uniqueness, whenever you are going to deal with some idea, definitely if the passion is not there within you, if the dedication is not there, if the motivation is not there, then you cannot expect that your work will end in a positive way. There might be various factors, there might be various negative factors that might come into your real existence, which you need to fight, and you need to go ahead for getting the positive things in your works that you have started as an entrepreneur. Finally next is self-confidence and resilience. Self-confidence means if you don't have that particular confidence within yourself. Resilience means it's a type of flexibility. If you don't have the this particular thing, that is confidence as well as the flexibility in terms of various types of things, in terms of your technology upgradation, in terms of resource allocation, in terms of manpowers, you will be finding various mentality of people working under you, or maybe you will be finding various mentality of people having different perceptions. Even in your class, for example, 40 students are there. All the 40 students will not have similar type of perception. It will vary, definitely. 40 people will be having 40 different perceptions regarding any of the things. Okay, so all these things you need to take into consideration. You have to be self-confident, and you need to address the things in a very positive manner. Then only you can achieve the success. So these are the skills that you should have as a successful entrepreneur. So next, leadership and team building. Next one. So you should have the leadership skill. Leadership means who is the leader? Loudly. What is the difference between leader and boss?
Boss will give order.
Boss will give order. Very good. And leader? The one who leads. Okay. The one who leads and the one who makes others motivate and concentrate on the work that he is doing or the organization is doing. That is basically a order. Whenever any positive things comes, that should be distributed amongst everyone. If in case negativity or negative type of things happen, that should be totally countered by that particular individual. That is what leader is. And boss means he will be just giving the orders. It's like a type of dictatorship. Okay, others have to follow it. So as an individual, you should be a good leader, and you should have the capability of building a strong team. Then only in every aspect you can attain the success. Otherwise it might be a problem. Strong work ethics. Okay. If you don't have the proper ethics within you, ethics means what? For example, I was talking about Horlicks, right, in the initial discussion. So whenever Horlicks is advertising something in television, have you heard any of the advertisement where they have said that we are better than Bournvita, or we are better than Complan, or we are better than some other Milo or something, various,
So they
etc.,
have not
etc.
taken the name, but
They will not
say
take the
that
name. Yeah.
They are better.
They are the best, but they will not say the name.
Yeah.
Why? This comes under your ethics. We are no one to insult any individual or any organization as per the Companies Act. Okay, we have to give respect to every individual. We have to give respect to every organization. Even though we have some uniqueness, we will be focusing that uniqueness, but not by hurting the sentiments of others. That is work ethics. Sorry, that is basically what ethics is. Now, in your organization also, whenever you will be becoming an entrepreneur, at that point of time also, whenever you are working, some ethical norms you should follow. If you can follow that, then definitely everyone will be happy and no one will be complaining against you. And whenever your employees will be happy, whenever your employees will be very much dedicated towards the work, then only the overall achievement is possible. Otherwise, demotivations, frustrations, depressions, anxieties, etc. will be coming into the picture, coming into the scenario, which will be totally diverting your ideas and other things, uniqueness in some other dimensions, which you also cannot expect where it will be going. Next is financial management. The things, the budget, all these things I have said. That means the blueprint you should make properly, and to address that, what are the things necessary, how you could achieve those. There are various financial institutions also from where you can take the loans, okay, but you should be capable enough to refund that particular loans or to repay that particular loans in that particular period of time. Otherwise, once again you will be in problem, right? So this financial management, that is the budgets, the financial managements in various sections, all these things should be properly addressed, should be properly done. Then only you will be having that particular skills as an entrepreneur. Risk management, that is, you should be able to take the risk. It may be a drastic situation also, it may come in the near days or months to come. But you as an individual, since you have started the things, since you have developed the idea, since you have generated something which is unique, so you should also have the capability to address the risk. It may be the thing that you have, instead of earning profit, your organization or your venture is earning a loss. That one you should be able to resist. Otherwise, you have failed in the risk management, right? So this is one of the most important skills that an entrepreneur should have. Market awareness. The 6 factors that I have said about PESTEL: political, environmental, economical, social, technological and legal. These factors should also be addressed whenever you are awareing your market, or whenever you are trying to know what your market or target audience is dealing with. If you have this skill, then only you can address that what the market is in demand of and what I am going to supply. Just I have said about one in the initial discussion that you are going to create a video. If that video is having a content, whatever channel it is, if it is a YouTube channel, or if it is a normal video you have uploaded to anywhere, or maybe Facebook, Instagram, whatsoever, it will be the highest view you will be getting if the thing is having content. If the thing is not having the content, if it is addressing some negative impacts, then automatically it will be rejected by the individuals in the future days to come. Clear? Sir, next one. Next skills is sales and marketing, networking and relationship building. Sales and marketing means how you are going to address your particular uniqueness to the target markets. If that particular schemes you can make, if that particular ideas, whatever you have generated, you can address it or convert it to the audience, automatically the marketing schemes should be addressed. And at the same time, some relationship you need to build with the existing competitors, existing distributors, or the persons who are in the top level administrations. You have to build a proper public relations. For that, once again, you can appoint some PRO, that is public relations officer. If all these things can be combined together, then only the proper management is possible, proper highlighting is possible. Time management and organizational effectiveness. Everywhere, you are a student now, right? So what we maximum time what we hear is that after the exam, sir, question was very tough. Yes or no? Question was lengthy.
I would we were not able to write all 8 questions. Full answer was not
We were not able to write all the answers even though we know it. These are the tentative things we hear after the exam. But believe me, whoever sets the question, whoever makes the question in such a manner that the person who is answering can answer all the questions in these 3 hours of time. Okay. Now it is you how you will manage the time. Same answer you can write for 12 marks. Same answer you can write for 2 marks. It's a way of like showcasing what you know in terms of marks. If it is less marks, you have to address all the issues in a very less number of words. If it is more marks, definitely you have to address the things in a elaborate manner. That is only the difference. So here also time management and organizational effectiveness, you have to concentrate based on various factors in which you are addressing. If you have addressed to something which will take much more time, then definitely in some other sections you need to reduce the time. So plan in a very effective manner such that each and every section of your venture or your organization gets equal importance. Next is continuous learning. Just the thing that I have said right now. One is flexibility, one is rigidity. If you are flexible, that means what? You are continuously learning something which will be generating some importance for your organization. Right? And if you are having a rigid behavior, I will not learn, then you will be in the back foot and in the days to come, you will be out of the market. For example, nowadays you will be finding that the attendance are being done in biometric, or maybe the financial calculations and all, these are done in some softwares like Tallies and all. Now, if any organization thinks that we will be maintaining each and everything only manually, then will that particular organization can sustain? No. Okay, it will be after certain period of time in 21st century where all the organizations are using this human resource information system database, Tally, this biometric system and other different types of softwares. If you are moving in the traditional perspective, you will be out of the market. Okay, so these particular things should be addressed by you as an entrepreneur. So next. Next is organizations that support entrepreneurship. Many of us, we don't know, even though we have various ideas within us, even though we have various uniqueness within us, but many of us, we don't know that what are the organizations that supports the entrepreneurship. Okay, what are those? National Entrepreneurship Development Institute. Okay, we have National Small Industries Corporation, we have Small Industries Development Bank of India, we have NetFee, we have Startup India. So next, we have Indian Angel Network, we have NASCOM, we have TIE, that is the Indus Entrepreneurs, IIM, that is Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad Centers for Innovation, Incubation and Entrepreneurship. We have Indian School of Business, Dhanbad Lab. Okay, we have Indian Institute of Technology, Madras Incubation Cell. Now, what all these things are doing? Even in Tripura, we have one particular incubation center in Tripura University, which is being run by Department of Management, Department of Business Management. Okay, so what they do, the different types of ideas, what all these institutions do, different types of ideas that you have, you just convey the things in the type of your proposal, submit it there. They will be there to give you several types of instructions as well as some modifications if required, because they have these experts into it who will be analyzing all those things, and based on that, if any modifications are required, they will be informing you, intimating you. Accordingly, you make the modifications, go ahead with the directions that they gave, and you will be able to address whatever ideas you have and you can bring them into existence. When I am telling bring them into existence, means you will be able to run your own ventures as an entrepreneur. So next. Now, list of various successful entrepreneurs from India. Now, in the very first day, they have not reached this particular limit. Okay. Any of the organizations you take, Reliance, Tata, or whatever organization you take, in the very first day, they have not reached the highest achievement. It has taken years to bring them into existence and get the acceptability of the people for their organization in terms of quality, in terms of quantity, in terms of various other benchmarks that people are in need. Okay. Now, one more thing in between I am telling, there is a difference between brand and organization. Can anyone say what is that difference? Brand and organization. We often say no, that this brand is not good. Okay, that brand is good. But
Organization is an umbrella term. Under that organization, there could be several brands.
Yes, just like Hindustan Unilever is having bonds and other several corporations.
in general, whenever any organization starts, any venture starts, that can be said as organization in the initial days, right? But gaining acceptance from the people for a period of time, maybe 30, 40, 50, 100 years of time, when the similar type of things is being in existence in terms of quality, in terms of quantity, pricing systems, or other benchmarks that is being fixed by the organization itself, or maybe on behalf of the individuals or the target audience, that particular organizations become a brand. That particular organization becomes a brand. Now we can say that on this perspective, we can say all the brands are organization. Okay, for example, ITC, Hindustan Unilever, Dettol, Lifebuoy, whatever, Horlicks, these are brands, but all the organizations are not brand. All the brands are organization, but all the organizations are not brand. Clear? In Tripura or in Agartala also we have several organizations, right? Now these organizations are only organizations only. If you say this as brand, that cannot be the right term. But the same organization, if it runs for 30, 40, 50 or 100 years with similar type of service things or similar type of quality, similar type of quantity, pricing systems and other benchmarks, if they follow or if they maintain, then only these organizations we can say as brand. Now, these are some of the successful entrepreneurs from India. First person, every one of us we know, Mukesh Ambani, Ritesh Agarwal, Kiran Majumdar-Shaw, Naveen Tiwari, Baiju, Ravindran. So next, in the next slide you are having the photos of them, okay? Vijay Shekhar Sharma, Bhavish Agarwal, Palpuri Nair, Kunal Bahal and Rohit Bansal, Dipinder Goyal and Pankaj Chadda. These are some of the entrepreneurs from India who have established themselves as a benchmark entrepreneurs and became a, you can say, benchmark for a budding entrepreneur. Okay, how they have reached this particular position or the way they are leading the life right now. There are several books, there are several biographies also available. You can read it. Based on that, you can also incorporate the things yourself, such that you can also become like them, or maybe better than them, the entrepreneurs in the future, years to come.
Okay, like it's in Shark Tank also you can see like Aman Gupta and
Yeah, there are many.
those are also-
Just I have given. If I make take all the names, it will be
Like,
long.
there is a brand Wow Momo.
Wow Momo is also there. Yeah. Yes. Even Pizza Hut, they are also having a very KFC. They are international entrepreneur. You can say.
Wow Momo is Indian.
India, KFC. They are international. Right? So these examples you can take the life history of them or autobiography of them, the biographies of them you can read, so that whatever dimensions you want to execute, maybe in terms of content making, maybe in terms of blogging, maybe in terms of using the like resources available within you, or maybe in terms of any of the things, you can address the things together, you can address the things in a very smooth condition to achieve your success. Okay. Now one more difference I am saying about product and services. In the entire session, I mentioned about product also, service also. Now what is product and service? It's look like same, but it is not same. What is product? Can anyone say?
Product you are going to buy once. In case of service, this is a continuous process which may go on for some time. Suppose car is a product. After buying the car, I will be needing after sales service.
Okay.
So
That is related to sir operations. Okay.
Sir, product is a finished good.
And service.
Service is dealing with selling the finishing good.
That is thing you have said about marketing. Sales people, what they do. You move to a store, the sales people there will be saying you several things. Sir, purchase this one. Madam, purchase this one. In this way, they will be motivating you to purchase their products. That is the part of a sales manager. Okay. So in general, product is the thing that we can touch. Table, okay, projector, AC, wall, okay, pen, marker, mobile phones, laptops. These are basically the products which you can touch, which you can feel. Okay. What is service then? Service are the things that you cannot touch, which you can only feel. For example, product example, I hope it is clear, right? Laptop, pen, mobile phones, projector, AC, table, chairs, all these things. Example of service. For example, now I am saying something in particular topic. This particular thing, that is teaching, or maybe delivering a session, or maybe visiting a doctor. When you visit a doctor, you giving the payment, okay, in terms of his fee. In return, what does he give you? Nothing, no. Medicine, you again go to the shop, then you again purchase it. But whenever you are moving to a clinic of any doctor, you are giving the visiting fee to him. In return, what is giving you?
Advice,
Precautions.
Advice. That is, you cannot touch it. That is intangible. Products are tangible, which you can touch, which you can feel. But services are intangible, that you cannot touch. That particular doctor only, today you have gone for a particular disease for treatment. After coming back from him, after taking the medicine, you are well and good. With same disease you went for the second time, maybe after a few days. Maybe his mood was not good. Same treatment he did, but you are not good, or you are not comfortable, you have not recovered from that particular disease. Here, that means what? In services, the things may change, but in product, the things will be same. The taste of the product. If any biscuit packet, if you open, if one biscuit is having a defective piece, all the biscuits will be having the same piece only. Last year, we took our student to Pran Industries. So batch of productions were coming out in that tray. So if one of the product is having any fault, or in taste, maybe any problem in taste, all the products in that batch will be having the similar taste only. But in service, it is not consistent. In teaching, whenever we are giving examples, whenever we are explaining some topic, okay, it may be the scenario that same topic I am explaining for next semester also, right? But the way of delivering the lecture, it might vary based on various situations. So that is basically what is service. So one is tangible, another is intangible. One we cannot see, one we can see. Okay. And other thing is that the consumption behavior in one, that is in product, the things will be similar for a batch of production, but in service you cannot guarantee that the similar service you can get in the next time also. It may vary. It may be better than the last one, it may be even not better also than the last one, even not that quality also than the last one. It may also happen. So with this I am concluding, sir. If you have any of the questions, you can ask.
Thank you, sir. Please.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us with your worthy points and wonderful explanation of the concept. And once again, I want to thank you, sir, for asking thought-provoking questions in between the session and giving us for scope to brainstorming of the students, or even we also thinking about the concept and try to plan something. So thank you once again, sir. We are very thankful that we got a new concept, and we can enlighten us, and we can you can say that motivate the students to choose the next future profession and all. And I know that our students, they are young minds and they are ready to ask question, and this, though the topic is very interesting and it is not from their syllabus, so I hope they are ready to ask question, and everyone is looking at me. So don't look at me, look at sir and ask question.
Students, if you have any questions, because this topic on which sir has delivered his lecture today is very relevant in 21st century. Okay, very relevant. Okay, this is a fact. Right now there are 59 students present in inside this hall. I know the atmosphere is not good. We all are suffering, but remember, if you want to really learn something, you have to suffer. Okay, so, and I can guarantee this, that all 59 students who are present right now in this class are not going to get government jobs. Okay, so what you are going to do is, yeah, I am giving you this guarantee. This is a guarantee. If you think that I am demotivating you, I don't care. But this is the truth. Okay, why I am telling you this thing? Because my professors also told me, us the same thing. We were 103 in the class, and one professor actually started his lecture like this. All of you are not going to get government job. Then what? So, I feel from this perspective, to understand this very simple thing, you do not need huge knowledge. If you have common sense and a functioning brain, you can understand. And from that perspective, this lecture of Sir Shubhajit is having immense importance. I learned a lot. I admit that in between his lecture twice, I lost my concentration because of this hot and humid weather. Sir is also having issues. But then also I came back, because whenever I was concentrating on his words and on his slides, I get to learn a lot of things. I have my own share of experience in the field of entrepreneurship. I failed, but now after hearing Sir lecture, I have learned why I failed. Actually, I was questioning why I was not successful. Now I am realizing why I was not successful, why my attempt was a failure. Okay? So all of you must be having some plan inside you. Please feel free to share your plans with Sir. Sir is the right person who can give you the right direction or suggest you the right direction, so that you are not going to repeat the same mistakes which I have committed in the past in my venture into entrepreneurship. Okay? Please.
Ask some questions. Already, while taking the class of physics and chemistry, some of the students told their interest to start a business.
Yeah.
So those are the students shared their interest to start a business.
You can make the
Ask some
plans.
question, right?
You can make the plans, and once again, some steps are there, right? For this, how you will be proceeding towards the higher authority in terms of getting the permissions and all. So you make the plans.
This Hongcheng also wanted to start a business. Hongcheng?
In related to what?
Restaurant.
Entrepreneurship idea Hongchang.
Yes.
Please share with sir.
Not only question, if you have any thought or any
Experience,
thinking,
query,
any
any doubt.
ideas
Yes,
you can
yes,
share
Jacinth is
with
having
sir.
one.
If
Sir
you have
will
the
guide you.
experience, yeah. You can share.
Sir, what is the most challenging part in face in an entrepreneur?
Most
Challenging part.
Okay, for entrepreneur. Framing out the things in which what you are dealing. Okay, like for example, he said about restaurant, right? Now, in our city, we have many restaurants available. So one thing, if you have noticed in the very initial part of my session, I have said about the pastel environment, 6 factors. Along with it, the SWOT analysis. Okay, so whenever you will be doing all these things, no, that is the SWOT analysis, the customers in our city, it is saturated. Saturated means number of individuals will not increase. Like in Kolkata or West Bengal, every day 2-3 lakhs people comes and goes. Maybe due to some business purpose, official purpose, whatever, tourism purpose, or whatever the purpose is coming. But in Tripura, how many people comes every day? Who are coming? Maybe their house is here only. They went for treatment, coming back, or maybe summer holidays, winter holidays, or some other holidays they are coming back. Okay. So in this regard, we'll be finding that number of peoples are limited. Now, whenever you are dealing with this limited peoples only, definitely some uniqueness should be there. Recently, if you have seen, one new restaurant has been opened. Its journey in near to Gandhigram, one and only. One and only. Name is one and only. Okay. If you see the uniqueness in that one, I have also not visited that one. Just in photos I have seen. What is the uniqueness there is, they have incorporated the aquarium type of thing inside the restaurant. The ambience part. Okay. It's quite different from the existing restaurants that you are seeing in the city. Okay, I am not promoting the restaurant, okay, but the thing is just an example. Since he has given the example of restaurant, for that one I am saying. So, in this way, every of organizations, whenever any new startup comes, everywhere there is a challenge. If you can accept it, definitely you can get the achievement. If you cannot achieve it, so if you cannot plan it properly, then definitely achievement you cannot expect. Okay. You have to make some modifications, or if required, the changes by speaking to some experts. Okay, the different type of these things I have shown, no? Like IIM Dhanbad, IBS Dhanbad, even Tripura University Incubation Center. In this way, IIM, IITs, they are having different types of sections where these entrepreneurships are being forecasted or focused. So there you can submit the plans. If any modifications are there, they will be highlighting you what to do, what not to do, and next you can go for the.
And this service is free, sir.
These are basically organizations.
So I can submit my proposal to them, and without charging any money, they are going to give me feedbacks on my proposal.
It's a very good
That's a
initiative.
very good initiative.
You can use it if anyone of you want. I don't know how much you have listened seriously. Any question, any more?
Yes.
Sir, don't you think entrepreneurship is much better than entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship is better than entrepreneurship.
What's your take on this, sir?
See, entrepreneur means what? You are having your idea, but you are under certain umbrella.
Yes, sir, better to get demotivated in
Not
entrepreneurship.
demotivated. See, if you work with some idea, with some uniqueness, and if your organization is promoting you, not only it is not promoting you, it is ultimately promoting the holistic development of the organization, right? So if that type of organization culture is there, then it's good. You need not have to think about the risks and all. Organization is providing you the fundings and all. But in entrepreneurship, the funding that you will be taking that will be either from your own, and in maximum sense we see that it is from the financial institutions like NABARD or any of the banks. Okay, so whenever you are taking the loans from those financial institutions, that means what? The day you have taken the loan, you are liable to pay that one. It is not only for entrepreneurs. For example, today you have purchased a car. If you have the money with you, well and good. If you don't have, what you will do? You have to take the loan. The day you have taken the loan, from that day itself, liability is there, you need to repay the loan. Till the date you have not taken the loan, no one will be asking a single question to give your money. But the day you have taken, bank is there to ask you every day, where is the money, when you will give it. So in this way, in entrepreneur, you are executing your ideas. You are executing the uniqueness within you, right? So whenever you are executing the things, and whenever you are demanding for some amount of money, then automatically you have to execute in that particular dimension by which the optimum use can be done. Okay, that is spending less amount of money, getting the maximum benefit. Just the thing that Madam has said. Taking the money in less quantity, giving the output in maximum quantity. That should be the agenda. Then only you can execute the things properly. Otherwise, you might face some problem. Okay, so both are almost similar but in two different perspectives. In entrepreneur, you are getting your own this flexibility. You are getting your own power. No one is there to question you. Yes, some regulatory bodies are there which will be having some audits and all in the days to come. But apart from that, you will not have any type of question that why you have done this, why you have not done this. Like this, no one will be asking. Okay.
Sir, in entrepreneur, they were working under an umbrella of organization of that.
Organization.
Organization.
Any organization. It may be even bank also. Okay, if the section of the employees, if they want to organize any event. Okay.
So REITs or the credit, they
Credit will be for the
by
organization, holistic
Risk will
development.
be taken by the
Risk will also be taken.
everything.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So I don't think any more question will be there. Let us move towards the end of this program. Now I would like to request HOD Department of the History, Dr. Jagdish Dotto, to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you, madam. Good afternoon, everyone. Before jumping into the vote of thanks, I know all of you are very tired because of this uniqueness of this room. I would like to start my vote of thanks with thanking our respected Father Principal, Dr. Father Benike John CSC, because when I moved to Father with this proposal, without asking any question, Father has given his approval and consent for organizing this kind of lectures by borrowing the help of faculty members of other departments of this institute. Okay, so in that way we are having lots of such lectures. Last week we had a lecture from the sociology department. This week we have a lecture from BBA department. So I really want to thank Father Principal for his blessings and kind consent and all kinds of cooperation in organizing this particular lecture. Then I also would like to thank our beloved sir, Sir Shubhajit. I know it was very difficult for him to stand here and give this lecture